Melania Trump, special First Lady of the United States, despite being constantly criticized by American public, as well as the whole world, even criticized for her past, quite temperament and somewhat erratic actions, we still cannot deny one thing that the First Lady American Melania Trump has worked very hard to help her husband implement national programs to realize his desire to make America great again. With her silent contribution, she still deserves to be on par with previous former First Ladies like Hillary Clinton or Michelle Obama. Prior from her home, Melania Trump's paper name was Melania Knauss, not now known by her German transliterated name Melania Knavs. She was born on April 26, 1970, in the town of Sevnia near the city of Novo Mesto in southern Slovenia, which was still part of Yugoslav Federation. Her father was a dealer in automobiles and motorcycles for state-owned manufacturers and a member of Slovenian Republican Party. And her mother was a fashion designer. Melania's father ostensibly participated in and supported the state kingship policy at the time, but she secretly followed his father to Catholic. However, it is her mother who has the biggest influence on her life. Right from the time she noticed her daughter's talent, she did not hesitate to teach Melania the first catwalk steps. When she was only 5 years old, Melania has her first fashion show. Despite the hardships since childhood, Melania's childhood in Slovenia was still very beautiful. Melania's close friend said that she studied very well and has a model body, but she was a reliable person and good friends. She never wanted to stand out, even she was very beautiful and hardworking. Because of the beautiful memory left in her homeland, when she was a child, when people heard that Melania has become the First Lady of the United States, many people in Slovenia were happy and proud. The series of Voyage and Her Disease was born inspired by the Trump couple. The town residents even gave the statues of Melania. An illustrious fashion career. As a student at Ljubljana High School at Design and Photography, Melania moved with her family to live in a high-rise apartment in Ljubljana. At the age of 16, he began modeling for competition fashion photographer Stan Jacob. At this point, Melania adjusted her surname from Henry version of Knauss to German version of Knauss. At this age of 18, Melania signed a contract with the company Italian model Moland. In 1992, she was honored to receive the title runner-up in the contest Look of the Year of Gender Magazine House in Ljubljana. The organizer promised the top 3 contestants to become international models in the future. Melania then studied architecture and design at the University of Ljubljana for a year, but dropped out of school because she could not balance her school and work schedules. She focused on modeling on fashion houses in Paris and Milan. In 1995, Melania met Paolo Giampoli. He invited her to travel to the United States and wanted her to be her representative. Melania first arrived in the United States in August 1996 and was granted an H-1B visa in October 1996. Then in 2001, Melania was granted a green card and became a lawful permanent resident of the United States. She officially became the U.S. citizen in 2006 after marrying Donald Trump. From then until her marriage in 2006, Melania continuously appears on the cover of famous fashion magazines such as Harper's Bazaar, Ocean Drive, ILLUSTRIOUS Weddings, New York Magazines, Avenue, Allure, Vanity Fair, Vogue, GQ. She was also a bikini model for Sport Illustrated magazines and collaborated with Irene Mary Management Group and Trump Model Management Group, as well as participating in advertising programs with these brands. This also because she used to be a sexy model and later When Melania became the First Lady of the United States, many people compare her to previous First Ladies with irony. Creating a miracle with her husband. After moving to New York City in 1996, Melania met Donald Trump at New York City Fashion Week in September 1998, a time when Donald Trump still married but lived in separation from Marlon Marbles. The next time they met at another event in Slovenia, matter of fact, Melania initially refused to give her phone number for fear of being the third person, but the two began to fight out a few months later until Donald Trump officially finalized his divorce for Marlon Marbles in 1999. The two was really comfortable with each other. Their relationship caused the attention of public in 1999 interview on the Howard Stern show. In 2000, Melania appeared with Donald Trump while he was campaigning to become the presidential candidate of the Reform Party, a little-known party in the United States. The relationship became widely publicized after the 2004 reality TV show The Appearance, prepped by Donald Trump as producer and MC. Soon they became engaged in April 2004 and married on January 22, 2005 at church in Palm Beach, Florida. After that, she held a party at Trump Mar-a-Lago residence. In 2006, she gave birth to a son named Baron William Trump. From then until 2015, Melania continued her fashion career. Donald Trump is running for president for the United States. In November 2015, when asked about her husband's presidential campaigns, Melania frankly said, "I encourage him because I know what he will do and what he can do for America. He loves American people and wants to help them." Her husband's presidential campaigns, however, plays a relatively minor role in the campaigns. However, Melania still extremely clear goals after becoming First Lady. In 2016, she told CNN that the First Lady focus would be on helping women and children, and said she would fight cyberbullying, especially among children. 5 days before election, Melania told the crowd of supporters in Pennsylvania, "Our culture has become too raw and too lost, especially with children and teenagers, and that is unacceptable. Received when it was made by an unknown person on the internet." Although Melania was not appreciated in the process of helping her husband run for presidency, being a solid and enthusiastic rare was more than enough for Mr. Trump to win and host White House. Special First Lady of United States. As soon as she became the First Lady of the United States, the public immediately rummaged through Melania's private life and very quickly listed a series of unexceptional, rare things about her. The second First Lady of the United States was born in a foreign country, the first of the wife of the late President John Quincy Adams, born in England. She is also the second First Lady of the United States who is Catholic, and the First Lady of the United States, the First Lady who could speak the most languages, including native Slovenian, English, French, German, Italian, and Serbian. Even the very small thing of Melania cannot go through the media like the only First Lady of the United States, born in a former communist country, the only First Lady of the United States whose mother tongue is not English, the only First Lady of the United States who is not the first wife of the president, the tallest one in history with a height of 1.8 meters. All of above has made the public still doubt the ability and virtue of Melania, especially after the parallelism incident of her predecessor, Michelle Obama, at the Republican National Convention, and the case of terrorism failed as lawsuits against the newspaper on email for posting misleading information. Melania suffered a lot from ridicule from American public. Melania chooses to work in silence and independence differently from her husband, who is impatient, just impulsive, and she is extremely gentle. After moving to Washington, Melania left a lot of sympathy for the White House staff. People who have worked here said she is a thoughtful and very friendly person. Besides, Melania also shown that she is independent thinker, a lifestyle for her rich and powerful husband. She did not immediately allow her to follow her husband to Washington, D.C., but remained in New York to await her son Baron to finish his school year at his alma mater. Sometimes, Miss Melania did not accompany President Trump on typical trips such as a visit to illegal immigrant detention center and visits Ghana, Malawi, Kenya, Egypt, in Africa. The First Lady also appeared against her husband, Melania, who defended Lebanon James after Mr. Trump smirked intelligence of his basketball player. She also took initiative to help for children who are being bullied and online, while her husband is famous for bullying online with slurs about his opponents. Melania also openly disagreed with Trump's administration action to separate the parents and daughters of illegal immigrants. The women of the family. As the First Lady of the United States, Melania has many shortcomings, but in her role as a mother and a wife, she made many people respect her because she dedicated and loving way. And when she did her children, her wife and discreet way of caring for her husband, she decided to take care of her son by herself and always find a way to protect her young son in front of the media cameras. During a conversation at the town halls in Las Vegas, Melania revealed that she and her husband always tell their son Baron about the dangers of drugs. I teach Baron try to explain how dangerous drugs can be. You mess up your body and didn't do anything positive. Many of which are aimed at children such as these. She has the opportunity to share and convey her views on teaching children to other parents. Melania believes that by really listening to what a child has to say, regardless of whether it's a concern or an idea, elders can give children the support and tune they need for them to become a happy and productive generation that make a positive contribution to society for the world. There is much speculation that Melania and President Trump spent very little time together. But in the October 17, 2016 interview, before accusing her husband rape and profane words about women in a video from 2005, for the first time, Melania both defended her husband and defended his verbal words in the video that was just a statement from a foolish boy. During an exclusive interview with CNN, Melania said that the sexual assault allegation against her husband were an off-page setup. She said, "I trust my husband. These things were arranged by opposing faction." She also said that with Trump's personality, the statement in this video was not surprising. Although she appeared to be a woman in charge of housework, the media still think that Miss Melania still has an unsolved concern with the family, which is a relationship at all with his husband's stepdaughter. Although the White House spokesman said that the relationship between these two women is still very good and they still support each other, there are still conflicts because these first daughters still regularly participate in activities that are only for First Lady. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more interesting videos.